you surprised by how hysterical all the fans were and the huge fan base that Arrested still has?
I mean, I think I was aware that it had grown just based off of getting recognized in places like all over the place, like all over the world even. But I think it was the first time we had all been together, and so feeling that reaction, like when we got on stage, it was very surreal. It was like we felt like rock stars.
Yeah, it really could have been, had such a different fate where, you know, people appreciated it, but it never got to have the chance to have this second life.
Hope you know a good place to live because I... Ooh, dear Lord. Because I'm looking to make a new start. Oh, Mother of God, dear Lord. Woo!
You guys kind of grew up on the set of Arrested Development. You were both so young. Well, how was it going back to it after all this time?
That's what you say.
Okay. I felt more like an adult, more mature, as Michael said the first time he saw me after 7 years. He said, "You've matured."
I think I was being... Was I...
That's one of the only things you said to me.
Was I being genuine? I don't remember saying it. But
that I can never tell if you are.
Because that I could have just been saying, "Oh, you've matured."
Excuse me? Hello?
Dad!
Oh, my God. Oh, there is kind of a girl here. Didn't say it was your cousin.
No, right?
You also had your first kiss. Is that true? On the set of Arrested Development?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an embarrassing fact.
On the pilot.
Yeah. And my dad, my strict Arab father, was like behind the in Video Village watching. Is that scary for you?
Yeah, me and Alia were doing the scene, and after every take, I would look up and see Tony, her father, just watching from 50 feet away.
And he's like, "Good job kissing my daughter."
Yeah.
No, he didn't say that. Good job.
And what happens with the cousins? Because, you know, as all fans of the original show, we followed your love story through the three series.
I think we've discovered in these interviews that we kind of don't know. Like, genuinely. Like, I think I remember the first time someone asked and we were like, well, oh God,
Well, they
just don't know.
It's really impossible to answer.
Yeah, there's so many different things that are happening with them.
But it is picked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, it's addressed.
They still know each other.
They do. They still socialize.
They've kept in touch.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want my son to have a job where his incompetence won't be out of place.
Well, that's not a great sign.
Just started getting Veep in the UK, Tony. We've got increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret. And Jeffrey, you're everywhere and doing your acting workshop.
My apologies.
Was there any risk of you guys all being just too busy to come back and do Arrested Development?
Well, that certainly was a consideration. We all were busy, and in our personal lives as well. And a lot of us are on the East Coast of the States, and.
Are you three are all on the East Coast?
I'm on the West Coast.
No, but you were working on.
Yes, I was.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Your coat is from the East Coast. You bought that coat on.
I really love you, Tobias.
Oh, Lindsay, we've got to get you to that acting class.
One thing we all want to know about Tobias Funke is he's still a never nude, or do we actually get to see naked David Cross in this series?
I hope not, for the sake of. I would have worked out more had I known that was going to be an issue, but he's never nude. I mean, sometimes you'll know it if you just look at the outline of certain costuming wardrobe, and sometimes you won't.
And do you feel guilty for the rise of denim cutoffs since the end of Arrested Development?
I don't know. It's employed a lot of people internationally. I don't know if I feel guilty about it. I'm not sure where the Bangladeshi output was, but hopefully not too much. I don't know. I don't feel guilty. It's.
You should.
Yeah.
Really? And Tony, I remember reading an interview during the making of the first three series that you said your wife would notice when you'd come home from shooting that you were acting a little bit like Buster.
Yeah.
Was she a little worried when you went back into Arrested Development?
Yeah, because it was one of those things, you're playing such kind of a guy in the defense all day. Like, even his physicality is always kind of back. So, and I never consider myself, I'm not a Daniel Day-Lewis where I'm totally method, but it was, you kind of, at the end of the day, you do find, like, she'll say something and you'll go, oh, okay, well.
Good luck with your night terrors. Now no one will be there to hear your screams.
Jeffrey, I know you've also been doing your acting workshop.
Yeah, where's that coming from? I have no idea. I'm getting quizzed.
It's because you were interviewed in The Guardian about it at South by Southwest.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh yeah. I'm going around the country doing that.
Do you apply those methods to your colleagues? Do you teach them?
Oh yeah, they're really open to my teaching, and yeah, they ask me questions. Hey, you barely talk to me.
We have workshops on set.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
this. Like that.
Well, Jeffrey tries to impose his workshop on you, which is fine because the ideas are great. But then he charges $50, and that's not right. You don't even know you're
And
in
we
a
have-
workshop.
right.
So it's like Carl
per se.
Weathers. Really,
Well, we
for
also
Tobias.
stopped shooting for book signings, and that
Yeah.
gets.
His book.
Yeah.
He just brings in books.
I haven't written anything. It's
Yeah.
just books.
Cookbooks or-
Yeah.
And is there a chance of more Arrested Development after this?
Yes.
I hope so. I mean, I think in the same way that.
And then I go, no.
Yeah, I mean, in the same way that this took a long time, and it was, a lot of it was, most of it was the fans, urging it. I think after this comes out, I think there could be the same kind of demand for a movie or a second part, and we're certainly all on board to do it.
Great.
One thing that has become quite amazing to us is, to me, is the audience base is not only vast, it's fervid.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I did not know that as much as it is. So I think we're all kind of going, oh, this could go places.